Volleyball on Eastern Iowa's high school sports play-by-play leader. Hawks Volleyball from KMCH Sports is brought to you by the KMCH Sports Boosters. Now, with all the action, here's KMCH Sports Director John Swisher.
And thank you very much, and welcome in to Epworth Western Dubuque High School. John Swisher, John Saylor, back with you for West Delaware Volleyball for another year, partners. Glad to have you along, and congratulations to you. You were a new grandma just this summer, July 8th, with Adam and Candace having little Paxton, and what a cutie he is. I get the daily updates from Grandma on Facebook, and what a cutie.
I like putting him on Facebook. He's a lot of fun because he's starting to get that personality now, so we're pretty proud.
Yes, indeed, as you should be, as you and Jeff, proud grandparents, and only 2 months and 7 days old of being grandparents. But tonight, of course, we're focused on West Delaware Volleyball again. We were able to have West Delaware Volleyball a couple of weeks ago. Haven't had it since that Thursday night, September 3rd. And here we are for West Delaware taking on Western Dubuque. It's number 1, West Delaware, and the Bobcats of Western Dubuque at number 15. The Hawks have played great volleyball. They're 17-0. They're 35-1 in sets. They've only lost one set all season long, and that was against Grundy Center this past weekend. They were 10-1 and in sets, and 5-0 overall as they beat Denver, Washington, Parkersburg, National Plainfield, Wapsie Valley. They beat the Grundy Center, but by the score of 2-1 for their first set loss of the season. They've been playing some great volleyball.
They really have, and that's a tournament to go down and win. There's some good teams there. They're always scrappy, and it's a great place to play because you see that competition, and every team's going to bring it at you. So they have a lot of fun down there.
Yes, indeed. Coach Brett Mather in his 20th year overall. West Delaware, 640 wins, 136 losses. Overall, 22nd year, 670 and 156 as they take on the Bobcats here tonight. The Bobcats have only played 9 matches so far compared to the Hawks 17. 6-3 record, 18-7 set-wise for head coach Megan Sherman. Megan Reese Sherman, the Beckman graduate of 2006. She has been here since 2011, her 5th year here overall. She was the freshman coach for 3 years. Last year, first varsity head coaching year, and this year is her 2nd year. She has a record of 20 and 22 so far in her 1 and a little over 1 years here, as she was a co-coach for Beckman in 2010. Western Dubuque, much improved from that 14-19 a year ago. They got to the 2nd round of regionals, but the expectations are much higher this year.
Much higher. And if you look at the numbers that she has here for her program, she's got like 22 freshmen out for her program. She's got a good thing going. She's building this program to where she wants to be. She's one smart lady, and she's got a coaching staff to back her.
Yes, indeed. As Rachel Neal, Libby Kleesner, Lynn Heitkamp, and Jennifer Carty are the assistant coaches. Of course, Brett Mather, coached by assistant coaches Jenna Clement and Shay Foots. As the introductions being rattled off here on this big night of volleyball, number 1 versus number 15 in Class 4A. We'll have all the action for you next. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Visit them on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
A great night out awaits you at Hartridge Golf Course. Join us for Taco Tuesday and our Thursday night specials featuring roasted chicken. Watch the Iowa games with 50-cent wings and drink specials at Hartridge, north of Manchester on 195th Street.
Dunlap Motors in Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. They have big-town inventory with small-town service. Stop and say hi. That's Dunlap Motors in downtown Independence. And go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com. That's DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
Strength on its own can be impressive. When consistency is added, that's when it becomes real. Northwestern Mutual has been able to deliver real financial strength for over 150 years through every economic environment. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. Northwestern Mutual, insurance, investments, ideas.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is located at 105 East Butler Street in Manchester and at 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton. Your vision is our primary focus.
Delhi Lumber has products for every home and every budget. Delhi Lumber carries Midland doors, which are one of the best values around. You can see Midland doors today or call Delhi Lumber at 563-922-2404. For more information, your Midland overhead door dealer, Delhi Lumber, big town quality with small town service. Delhi Lumber, your authorized overhead Midland door dealer, has big town quality with small town service.
At Community Savings Bank, it's simple. Simply free checking comes with free debit cards, free online banking with bill pay, free mobile money, and free thank you gifts. Find out more about Simply Free Checking at one of our 7 locations or online at csbiowa.com. Community Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Jay's Auto Supercenter on the Greater East End of Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At Jay's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Want to welcome back in to Western Dubuque High School here in Epworth on this Tuesday night, the second WAMAC East Division match for the West Delaware Hawks. They have a record of 1-0, beating Macokota 3-0 back on September 3rd in a match that took a quick 49 minutes as the Western Dubuque Bobcats come in with a road record of 2-1. They're 2-0 in the East Side, 3-0 overall in the WAMAC Conference as the Bobcats defeated Beckman 3-1 and Anamosa 3-0 already on this young season at 6-3. The Hawks at 17-0. What do you look for, Joni, for each team to establish early on in this game, or try to at least?
Both of them have to establish their passing. They have to get an offense set up, keep that other team off track, and keep them on their heels a little bit. And I think you're going to see I know you're going to see a lot of tempo from West Delaware. It's going to be fun to see what Western Dubuque brings too. Megan said she's got a pretty good system going.
For the Bobcats, Jessica Carty, a senior. Paige Deppy, a senior. Also Morgan Pitts, a junior. She is the captain on the team. Taylor Rogenbush, the senior. Reagan Rosales, the junior. Megan Moss, the senior. As Moss and Pitts are all staters on the basketball floor for head coach Amy Oswinkle, who is at the scores table running the scoreboard tonight. As 6 seniors, 6 juniors, 1 sophomore for Western Dubuque. Bobcats will serve it over in the form of Taylor Rogenbush. She goes to the back row. Popping that one up is Linus. She gets it back on a pass up front. It's coughed around as Haley Linus, the junior. Now it's front set, hit over, right in the middle of the court. Right in the old breadbasket, unable to get there in time. Here's a Western Dubuque player that time, number 8, Morgan Pitts, a diving big effort, but was not able to get it. Carly Ketchum, she is the senior captain on this team. Eddie Brooks, the senior. Mariah Kleich, another senior. She's Roberto. Bridget Hoffman, a senior. Ashley Gobel, a junior. Kristen Wegman, a senior. Harry Linus, a junior. So I'm hit over off the serve. Now pinball around at the net front set. Here's a hammer down, popped up in the air. Across the left side to Moss. A double hit violation on Megan Moss. And the Hawks start out 2-0.
And Hawks are bringing their tempo. It's kind of keeping Western Dubuque on their heels, but they also have to be ready because Western Dubuque's going to stay with it.
Just underway in game one. Hawks leading 2-0. Here's Jake Butch, jump serve and a beauty in the back row. Get into the net, nice save by Butch, and now a pushover by number 7, Jessica Cartier. Here's a run and a slam over, but it's saved by the libero. That's Pryor. And here's a hit over and in the net violation called on the Hawks. The Bobcats get their first point of the night. It's 2-1.
Looks like it was Bridget Hoffman, and she just swung her hands a little bit too much. The one thing you're going to see with West Delaware, too, is Karma Ketchum, their setter, being with the experience that she's got, back row, front row, she's going up, and she's going to make people go up with her on defense. That's going to open a lot of things up.
There's a serve over, but out of bounds off of the right hand of Blair Birds, the junior, as this one served over by Linus. Now Moss taps it over. There's a pass to the right side. Ketchum, one hand pounds it over. Not able to get there is Freer, the senior libero, Lauren Freer, as that will be the 4th point for the Hawks. 4-1, West Delaware. Back set. Here's Moss for the kill. Gets it over the initial touch blocked by Redmond, and it goes out of bounds. Oh, they call no touch, huh?
Yeah.
They call the touch?
Well, I saw a touch, but they didn't.
Wow.
That's what they were doing.
Hawks get a break there. They won with the lead. In the middle, here's a back set. Now push over by Linus. Up in the middle of the court, here's pitch, I should say, to, there is a hammer down by Moss in the back row, but it was just outside the back row, out of bounds. 6-1. Hawks off to a good start here.
Moss has a very powerful arm. He's going to bring that.
There's a serve over by Linus. Back set. Trying to adjust herself after that. Rosales flips it over, and she sneaks it in the back row for the 2nd point for Western Dubuque. It's 6-2 as Paige Duffy, senior, comes back in for the Bobcats. In the middle is Freer, the senior. Back set, and here is Hoffman with a hammer down inside the sideline right in front of Coach Sherman. As 7-2, the 5-point lead for West Delaware. The Hawks have 17 of the roster, 8 seniors, 7 juniors, 1 sophomore, 1 freshman. There's going to be the serve and sneaking it inside the corner, right down in front of us here. We're set up on the floor tonight as nice job by Bridget Hoffman sneaking that one in. The senior gets the Hawks' 8th point of the night. It's 8-2.
It was nice of you not to make me climb that ladder, John.
Yes, I tried my best. There is a bump over now. A front set. Brooks hammers it over. A diving effort by Freer, but not in time. Coach Sherman's got to call a timeout. I thought it'd be coming, and there it is. 9-2, the 7-point lead for the Hawks, off to a good start in game one. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Biofield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Biofield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
Does your athlete have knee, ankle, or muscle pain from training hard? Are you looking for a simple, quick, and safe way to relieve that pain? Long-Term Medical Supply can help with their new non-prescription TENS device. Stop by the Long-Term Medical Supply location in downtown Manchester and relieve your athlete's pain today.
Welcome back into Western Dubuque High School, a series that's been dominated by the Hawks. They won last year's meeting 3-0 inside Tito Tunisia, Manchester on September 16th of 2014. The Hawks up 9-2 early here. Here's a pound into the net off the left side by Kristen Wegman. And Wegman with the hit in the net gives a 3rd point for Western Dubuque, 9-3. Here's a hit over, up top. There's a front set. Looks the hammer, but a block by Moss. Left corner, another block there, but it goes out of bounds. But they call it the net. It wasn't actually touched.
That was still off the block.
Off the block.
Kristen Wegman. You know, and the nice thing about that is you've got Kristen and you've got Addie Brooks in the front there. They've got their middle is going to be a busy girl tonight.
Here's the serve over by the Hawks. Back set. Here's a hammer down the line by Deppy. Nice save by Fleischer. One-hand floater in the air by Linus. Here's the front set. Hitting in the back row, but too far out of bounds. I should get proper identification. That was Ashley Goebel up front on the right side for the Hawks, the junior. The Hawks leading now 11-3. One set over from her knees, popping it up in the air. There's third, and now it gets down on the Hawks side, not able to get there, and Western Dubuque has just got their fourth point. It's 11-4. Jessica Carty, a senior, another member of the basketball team. Last 2 years, fought for a runner-up for Western Dubuque. There is a hit going from left to right. That was Redmond, just hit it out of bounds, and it's 11-5.
I think Brett Mather put a little switch up on us. That's Lauren Collier that's wearing number 10 for the West Delaware Hawks. She's a young one, but she's a good one.
For the sophomore,
yeah.
Collier was listed on the varsity roster, but it had no number as she's taking the place of Goebel, who usually wears the number 10 right now. This one served over by Pitts. Back set. Here's a hit over. Hitting it up into the rafters is Pitts. Nice save by Duffy. Now it's hit over by the Bobcats. Nice little half windmill there by Eddie Brooks. As into the net. Not able to get there in time is Duffy. I have not seen a full windmill. Of course, Eddie Brooks recovering from the offseason shoulder surgery.
That was close to her old self, wasn't it?
It was. I'm not sure how soon we'll see. Maybe she'll save that for later in the year.
She might, but she's looking really good in practice, too.
Front set. Here's a left-handed Carty smacking it over. Now trying to dump it down, and she does. That's Deppy. Brooks was there for the block, not get it in time.
Right.
And the 5-point lead now 12-7 here.
You know, Deppy almost jumped over her. She's got some height on that.
She does. So the Bobcats, as a team, have some great height with Carty and Moss. This is one of the tallest teams the Hawks will be challenged with. As here is a hit over to the back row. Moss popping it up in the air. A little shiver there by Reagan Rosales, the junior, and the Bobcats have climbed to back within 4 now, 12-8 West Delaware.
And both Collier and Ketchum went for that. I think the communication just wasn't there yet.
This one is hit over by Deppy, the senior. Bumped up in the air. Now a hammer over to Moss. Moss. Front set across the net. Here hitting it over. Now there is Wegman. Front set. That one is Collier that time. Now blocked by Brooks with the block off the hit over by Rosales. Now on the run, bumped by Pitts. What a save by Collier, the sophomore. Back set. There's a left-handed hit over a diving effort by Wegman. Not in time. And it's 12-9 now. Bobcats let a run after being down 11-3. They have battled back on a 6-1 run.
You know, and that's one of those volleys that you expect to see later in the season. But tonight, I think we're going to see a barn burner.
And there is a serve out of bounds out the backside for a 13-9 score. As serving it this time, too far out of bounds is Wegman. And it's 13-10 now. Bobcats will get it back. And serving just to our left is the senior Taylor Wogenbush, one of 6 seniors on the roster from the back middle. Gets it over to Linus. Now back set Ketchum. Bombing it over to Collier. It's going to come back towards us for the Bobcats. The race was on, but they hit it backwards and out of bounds. It's a 14-10 lead now for the Hawks.
You know, that's something that we're seeing from both teams, too. There's a lot of balls that should be out, but they're going after them, and they're saving them.
Back right corner. Bush sends it over. Popped up in the air by Wogenbush. Now here's a bump. Wogenbush with a tap. Off the bump set from Pitts. They're on the run. A little flyer there from Huffman. Here's a front set. The hammer gets fingernails on by Ketchum or Huffman. They both were going for the block. It skimmed their fingertips. And a point for the Bobcats is 14-11 Hawks.
You know, and I think if that would have went over the block, I think puts us right in the spot that would have gotten that pass. Just with interest.
This is a serve over. A little shiver there. Hoffman was there and a block back over by Megan Moss. and it's a 2-point game. 14-12. Bobcats have some confidence in Megan Moss, the senior leader, showing some enthusiasm after that block that time.
Yeah, she definitely is. She's really quick there.
This one set over. Now a set to Linus. Shoots it back row. Popped up in the air by Wilgenbush. Here's a pump by the libero Prier. Now it's popped over by Rosales. Here's a front set across the net. Linus comes up off the set from Ketchum. She nails that one too hard, and it'll be a 1-point game. 14-13. And a 10-1 run right now for Western Dubuque. This one step out of bounds, out the backside. Should say a 10-4 run for Western Dubuque since it was 11-3. As front set now, two-handed pushover right to that by Rosales. Full tap over by Hoffman. And now what do we got?
Somebody got the net.
Bobcats net violation. The Hawks will have the ball. They get a point, 16-13.
Reagan Rosales.
Rosales, who's junior, picks up the violation that time. It's a 3-point lead. This one sent over, popped up in the air by Wilgenbush. Here's a pump towards the net. There is a pump over the net by Wilgenbush. Here's a hammer down by Bridget Hoffman. She brought the heat that time off the set by Ketchum on the right side. She nailed it in the back row. And the Hawks lead by 4, 17-13.
And I don't know if you noticed, John, but you saw all of that defense go where Carly was because Carly went up like she was going to hit through the defense.
That's the dangerous of that little side shiver that she offers. And there is a hit too far out of bounds off the backside. And now a timeout. A timeout for Western Dubuque. 18-13, a 5-point lead for the Hawks. We're back after this with KMCH Sports.
Whatever your favorite sport, we know you will join Parrott Insurance and Grinnell Mutual in supporting all of our local athletes. Parrott Insurance is proud to be part of this community and looks forward to catching all of the sports action this year. If you want a strong insurance team working for you, call Parrott Insurance today for a quote from Grinnell Mutual and experience our policy of working together.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Along with in-studio producer Paul Glazer, John Swisher, Joan Salo, courtside at Western Dubuque High School for this top 15 matchup plus 4A teams. Number 1, West Delaware. Number 15, Western Dubuque. This one's pinball around. Nice job by Butch. She hits it too far, though. Moss and Prier were there, and they both were tight roping the sideline there, trying to get out away from that one, make sure it was going out of bounds, and it did, unfortunately.
I actually think Prier jumped up and made a V with her leg, and it went under because they were yelling at her so loud.
Here's the back middle serve by Prier. The front set, now they're going to call the two-hit. Wow. As she was going backwards, catch him off guard that time. And the double hit violation called, 19-15, the 4-point lead. Both student crowds are into it tonight. Western Dubuque's a little more in number, but right now West Delaware a lot more in volume. This one popped up in the air. Moss will save it. She gets it back to the middle of the court. It's bumped over by Blair Birds. This one sit back over, pinball around. I want to save there by Taylor Wilgenbush. Front set. Here's a little tap in the middle of the floor. Right in the old bread basket. Get your gravy out. As that time, it pinball around off of 2 Bobcats. It went backwards and out of bounds. The Hawks are 5 points away from taking game number 1. 20-15 the lead.
There were a lot of bodies on the floor. There was a lot of hustle. There was a lot of popping it up.
There is the serve over by Hoffman. Popped up in the air by Prier. Pitch. Now one heavy tap over by Moss. It's bumped. Now front set. Catch him. Little tap over by Wegman again. Nobody home. And the gravy stays out right in the bread basket that time. And the Bobcats just not able to get there quick enough. Great read by Wegman. Seeing the middle of the court was wide open. She took advantage of it.
Yeah, that bread basket, that's one of our favorite places, isn't it? We love that gravy. And hot cross buns coming in there.
Most people have no clue what we're talking about. There's a front set, little tap over by Paige Deppy, and the senior Deppy gets the kill point there. It's 21-16 here. The 5-point lead in favor of the Hawks. They're 4 points away from claiming game number 1. Back middle, here's Moss, the talented senior, all-state basketball player for the Bobcats. There's a half window over by Brooks. Now sending it over is Rogenbush. Front set. Here is Wegman. She pushes it over. The middle of the net, front set. Hammer over by Deppy. Is it too strong? No, it's not. Able to sneak it in the back row. Oh, the touch. There was a touch, yeah. So the touch called on the point.
Brett's asking him which one touched it.
Yeah.
And so it begins, John.
Yes. To Western Dubuque, 21-17. Up towards the net. Here's the front set. Across the net. Wegman with the pound over. Rogenbush. Now Wegman. Little toss over. Hit awkwardly. Pitt saves it. And a bump over and out of bounds. Bumped by Freer, the senior. Bumped it too hard out the back left side. And it's Hawks point 22-17. They are 3 points away from getting the first win here tonight.
I really like the way Clyde's inputs are all over the floor in that back row defense. They are going right to that line and watching that ball go out.
Here is Ketchum serving it over just out of bounds as it just went past the line right in front of the line judge. The student section reacted, but I think it was a good call. It just went over the line to our left. 22-18. Bobcats will serve again. And serving it is Morgan Pitt. Popped around now. And had it tossed over there by Wegman. Front set. Here's Carty. The lefty gets it over the block of Brooks. Split the hands of Abby Brooks. And it's a 3-point game. 22-19. Timeout, Coach Mather. 22-19. 3-point lead for the Hawks here in game number 1. We're back at this from KMCH Sports.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team, the Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Welcome back in. A great effort by Western Dubuque trying to save it as hit all the way to the rafters. Moss got it up, but not able to hit it over his Deppy. And the Hawks are 2 points away from getting game number 1. They're up by 4, 23-19. And that helps the Bobcats short on the serve into that time. Wegman, and it's 23-20. Deppy, the senior, will go back over and serve it here from back middle. Deppy, the jump serve, and she short on into the net. Gives the point right back, and the Hawks are 1 point away. 24-20, the 4-point advantage. Back serving is Kleitz, the libero. Mariah sends it over. Low line driver. Rogenbush pops it up. Back set pitch. Little tap over Carty. Right there. Fielding that one is Collier. Here's a little toss over by Wegman. Flat set. Right to left. It's hit over off of the block. That time as hit over by Rogenbush. The block on the right side was it Collier. And just got a piece of a right hand on it. Did not control that one. It's 24-21. 3-point lead. Here's Rogenbush sending it over. Middle of the court, popped up by Linus. Front set back to Linus from Ketchum. Down the line. Not able to handle that one. Fits the touch there. And the Hawks have won this game. 25-21. The final here of game number 1. As this one takes exactly 20 minutes, the Hawks win 25-21. And we'll take a break. Get you ready for game number 2. Come up here. The Hawks improve their set record to 36-1 as the Bobcats drop to 18-8 set-wise. But the match at 1-0 West Delaware. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Are you looking for great food in a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
At Tauke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as a great incentive at TaukeMotors.com. If you're looking for a new, pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Tauke Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
GMB Bank in Manchester is proud to support all area athletes and their communities. The GMB team is your connection to convenient banking and everyday time savers, like your debit card, online banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. Connect with a financial partner who truly understands your needs. GMB Bank, member FDIC.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
Back inside a noisy Western Dubuque High School gymnasium here in Epworth. The student sections are very spirited here tonight. The West Delaware student section, a great road crowd for the West Delaware students. So
I would say.
You betcha they're decked out in their hunting attire. It's a hunting-themed night for most of the participants. There is some...
couple of Sasquatches.
Yes, I think that's what they are. Maybe from the beef jerky commercials, or is it the Lynx commercials?
One of my favorite commercials.
They are funny, aren't they? They are. As the Hawks able to hunt themselves a win here tonight in Game 1, 25-21, as Game 2 is underway now, and it is mishandled by the Bobcats. The Hawks have the early lead here in the second set, 1-0. The Hawks are 36-1 set-wise, 18-8 for the Bobcats. Overall, Bobcats number 15 and 4, they're 6-3, and the Hawks are 17-0, number 1 team. There's a serve out of bounds off the backside. And the score is even up now, 1 apiece.
You know, and that was a nice slow serve by Putsy to get that ace. That's your first ace of this whole match so far. We need to have a few more of those from both teams if they're going to say they need to get more aggressive.
And Moss hit it over the net. There was a lift violation called on the Hawks. Will be a point for the Bobcats. Serving it back middle is Wilgenbush into the back row. Wegner back set. There is Collier. Now hit back over a block by Moss. Left side, Linus. Block back over there by Carty. Another block right in the middle of the net by Rosales. Here is Ketchum saying, I'm just going to do this, just sneak it in the back row. And Carly got herself the second point, 2-1 in favor of the Hawks. As enough of that dink and dunking at the net and getting blocked. And Carly went up and she hit that one in the back row.
You know, and you've got Kleitch and Putz that are both very good at pass setting to her.
Speaking of those two, they flip-flop now.
They do.
As a libero,
every
and
game.
Kleitch is the
regular back row, I guess you call it.
Yeah, sure. As we saw that in Makoka as well. That's an every match thing, every other game.
You know, when you've got two kids that are that even, he's still working on which one he likes the best at that libero, and both of them are just good enough, you know. So why not let them?
That one was hit out of bounds to Western Dubuque. Lights will serve again. 3-2 Hawks have the lead. Front set, right to left. Moss the hammer over by Wegman. What do we got? We got a violation called. A line or net violation?
Net violation on again.
Up front on Huffman?
It was, yeah.
You're not
I'm going to be nice this year. I told you I was going to not get on those refs. It's only the first time I'm back.
You were nice sometimes last year. Give yourself some credit. There's the front set. Catch him. The hammer by Linus. Shot it in down the row. And now the Hawks taking a 1-point lead, 4-3.
That's one thing that Linus will do, too. You know, if they take that angle of hit away from her, she can turn her body in the middle of the air and just put it right down the line for you.
So it's served over by Linus. Popped up now front set. Tried to hit it over, but hits it into the net back to herself by Rosales, the junior.
Tough serve by Linus. Dropped right away.
Yes, indeed. The Hawks have the 2-point lead, down 5-3. Linus waiting to serve here. Back right corner. She line chimes it over. Nice dig in the back row by Wilgenbush. Here's a little tap on the run by Moss as it hits off the block and goes out of bounds. It'll be Western Dubuque pointer ball, 5-4 Hawks.
I guess I thought that was off the tape, but we'll let him go again. He's there closer. We're clear back in the corner.
Jeff Nauman, the floor official. Steve Walls, the stand-up official. Nauman from Dubuque. Walls, the veteran from Holy Cross. This one hits off of Kleitsch after Wegman trying to get a hand on it, goes out of bounds. And Western Dubuque has tied the game up at 5. Here's a serve over, back middle by Freer, the senior. Line chimes it over, popping up in the air is put. Oh, my, wow. Behind the back of the, that was gorgeous. Shiver there, the backward shiver by Ketchum. Moss hits it back over, now Linus. Back row, popped up in the air by Freer. Set, right to left, Moss. Spins it over. Front set, here's Ketchum. Wegman for the pound down, going to be out of bounds. There was no touch after net. It was close. Just got over the fingertips that time. It goes out of bounds. It's 6-5. Western Dubuque has their first lead.
Western Dubuque is hustling. They're getting to every single ball just about unless it's clear over by the crowd.
One popped around, now back set. On the run. Hoffman. Front set. Little running fist in the air. Moss trying to dive for that one was White. She did, but hit it awkwardly underneath the net. Ketchum could not get there. She was the closest one. That's a 2-point lead for Western Dubuque, their largest of the night so far, 7-5 Bobcats. Back middle, serving his career to senior. She strong arms it over, now front set. Here's Wegman. She spikes it down the back row, sneaks it in for a point, and it's 7-6 Hawks, trailing by 1.
You know, every time you see a nice pass from the serve receive on either side, you've got some offenses that are setting up. It's really kind of fun to see the girls setting this up.
Here is Hoffman. Serving it over. Popped up in the air. Now sent over. Bumped up. Here's Ketchum off the block of Moss. Goes out of bounds, and we're tied up at 7.
Carly's not afraid to go up and hit, that's for sure. That's 2 kills for her tonight now. On hit.
Yes.
Not just the bread basket.
Ketchum coming in with 52 kills on the year. Here's a missed serve, and goes back to the Bobcats, 8-7. As Wegman coming in leading the way with 99 kills on the season. As Megan Moss with 95 for Western Dubuque, the 2 power number girls there for both teams. As there is a misplay by Deppie from her knees, trying to save that one. She hit it underneath the net for a point for the Hawks. And it's tied up here at 8. Serving back right side is Ketchum. Serving it left to right. Carly angles it towards the middle of the court. Front set, Moss. Deppie with the tap over from Pitts on the set. Here's Collier, gets it over. Block try for Wilgenbush. Now she sends it over to Brooks. He digs it out. Brooks going for the half windmill. Deppie with the block. Now it's set from Ketchum to Wegman. She sends it over. Here's a set to Wilgenbush. A nice block by Collier. The sophomore, Lauren Collier, comes up with a nifty block there. Send it right back to Wilgenbush. had it graze off her arm and go out of bounds. Ketchum serving with the Hawks leading 9-8. Ketchum hits this one short on into the net.
Just my opinion, John, but I think there's too many serves from both sides of the floor in the net and clear out of bounds. And they're not overly aggressive serves. That needs to get fixed. Like this one.
Out of bounds again, and the Hawks get the point. They lead 10-9. Here is Wegman setting it over. Pops up, now a back set. Here's Carty, the lefty, gets the kill. Wegman diving in the back row, couldn't get there in time. We're tied at 10. Thanks to Jamie Vasky tonight, our on-site producer, helping us out, setting up the equipment and answering all our questions. As here's a serve over. We'll get to those answers momentarily. This one's bumped up in the air, back set. Here's Collier, nice hit over the sophomore, getting it done tonight. As, Wilgenbush, the senior, grazed off her left hand, and the question there is, how much has Collier played? How much has Collier played so far of varsity ball?
You know, I think that the Appalachian Targetsburg tournament showed the final decision because she's just really come along. I've been helping a little bit in practices, and just every single time I've come in, her confidence has really improved.
Point to the Bobcats now. 11-11, we're tied. Back middle. Line driving this one over. Wegman pops it up in the air. Here's a front set. Ketchum coming. Linus hits it over off a block. Greer now Fitz bumping it up. Moss going for the smackdown, but it goes out of bounds. And the Hawks have the 12-11 lead now.
And Bridget Collier had that block lined up very nicely, so they intimidated that girl, and she had to hit it high.
Back middle is Quite. 12-11. Popped up in the air. Wilgenbush. Front set. There's a tap over by Mott. Front set across the net. Linus sending it over. A diving effort, but getting it in. Nice effort by Wilgenbush that time. It came up just short. The Hawks have a 2-point lead. 13-11. A rough night for the lower levels here tonight. The Hawks losing every match as there is a ball sent over off the serve. Cartier going for the pound, but it's saved back on the Bobcat side. They'll try to get it over here, and Moss does. Middle of the floor. Hit awkwardly. What a save by Ketchum. Slams right into the stand-up for the official. Nice save there by Ketchum. They get it over. Here's a front set. Boston able to get it over, and a diving effort by Pitts and by Carty, driving right in front of the Bobcat bench. What a play by Carty as she went face first into the support there, right in front of the stand-up ladder that's occupied by the official Steve Wall. This one is sent too hard out of bounds off the serve, 14-11. Substitutions come in as the freshmen played 6 games tonight. They lost to Western Dubuque 4-2. The sophomores were defeated 2-1, and the JV for Western Dubuque won 2-1 tonight. So the varsity trying to avenge all that. They have a 1-0 lead in this match. There's a hit that is blocked. Bobcats able to answer. Now they pop it back over. Wegman. Here's a little shiver. Hit awkwardly and out of bounds. There's Ketchum. The patented left-handed shiver, and she gives her team a 3-point lead. 15-12.
And the thing is, they don't know if she's going to swing or if she's going to do the shiver lap. She's just an amazing athlete.
Back right side, Linus. Line driving it over. It's popped around. Now here's a bump over behind the back bump by and a hit over and a diving dig by Rogenbush. Not able to get it, hits it out of bounds. The Hawks have a 4-point lead. Coach Sherman wants the timeout. 16-12 in game 2. Hawks have the lead. They have the match lead. 1-0. Back after this from KMC. It's Bulls.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
When the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Hi, this is Shannon, owner of Sheer Hecke Salon and Spa in Manchester, located at 214 West Marion Street. Book your appointment now to get that full spa experience. Call 563-608-4999. Best of luck to all you athletes.
Bobcats get the point. Valiant effort by the Hawks, but it falls down on their side of the court. It's 16-13 West Delaware. Here is Ketchum battling Geppy at the net. Comes back over the West Delaware side. Now Wegman blocked by Geppy. Front set. Here's Wegman going for just a little tap. Nice play.
Got that covered.
The dig from behind now. There is a violation on the Bobcats. Trying to hit it in the air. Was pitched that time. Double hit. And the Hawks lead by 4 as Brooks comes back in. 17-13. Brooks, Wegman, Ketchum up front. Linus is in the middle. Kleitz in the back with the server, Bridget Huffman, who serves. Huffman serves left to right. It's popped up in the air by Wogenbush. Ketchum will send it over, but she was, what do you call?
He's calling her in the net. That's not liking that at all. Coach Mather has a little to say about that.
There was a little net contact. How much can you get away with? It's apparently not that much.
All ball, John.
As this one sent over, here's a little shiver by Ketchum. This one sent back over. Ketchum with a set. Now here's a hammer over by Wegman. Gets the point back, and it's a 4-point lead, 18-14.
Kristen Wegman has found her sling tonight. Those last two, there's nobody going to touch those. Those are sharp hits.
The leading kill artist on the Fox squad. Ketchum sends it over. Whoa. Goes backwards. Bobcats will have to get it over. There's the free ball. Diving, big effort. Front set. Ketchum across the net. Wegman.
Pancake.
Oh, my.
Yep.
Nice driving effort. The pancake there with a little syrup on it from Pitt. There is Wogenbush. Sends it back over. Diving effort, but not in time. Pier hits it sideways out of bounds. It's 19-14. The 5-point advantage. What a job.
We give that
by the Bobcat defense.
Oh, my gosh, yes. That was, a pancake is when the ball's coming and you can't quite get to it, so you dive on the ground. As long as you have your hand between that and the floor, it's still a legal hit. So somebody can go over and pop it out, and that's what they did.
I prefer waffles myself.
And actually their coach, Megan, used to be so good at those, but I don't think right now she could with that little baby bump on her.
That was a heck of a play.
That's the hustle you're going to see tonight. She's always going to bring it strong.
Timeout on the floor. Western Dubuque will keep it right here as the West Delaware student section getting involved in the action is 9.2 here tonight televising. I hope you're tuning in, listening to us with the sound down. No offense to a good buddy of mine, Ryan Schrader, on the call for 9.2 tonight. But hopefully you're watching and tuning in here tonight on your home of West Delaware volleyball, of course, as the Hawks taking on Western Dubuque. 19-14 game 2. This is popped around now. Sent over. And a back set. Here is a hit over by Collier. Now, Bobcats. Wogenbush answers. Linus didn't get there in time. What an angle on that one. Linus tried to get it left-handed grazed there. Actually got a piece of Coach Mather on the sideline. It's a 4-point lead, 19-15. Hawks have the lead in the match here, 1-0. And they lead game 2 by 4.
It's always interesting because Coach Mather is starting to talk to him before plays even done.
Puts, pops it up. Ketchum. Trying to hit it over, but a block right there. Coming up for the block by Wogenbush. Linus was by herself on the right side. Could not get there in time. It's a 3-point lead, 19-16. As Collier up front with Brooks. It's Wegman, minus Foote and Ketchum. Front set, across the net. On the run, little tap over by Wegman. Trying to push it to back row of Linus. Now Ketchum bumps it up front. Wegman for the kill. It's blocked back over by Tartee. Back set. Here's a hammer block to Collier. Popping up his Brooks. Now there's the block off the right hand of Brooks. It falls down off the hit by Deppy, the senior, and it's a 2-point lead, 19-17.
And the difference between that is Brooks pushing hands over the net instead of going straight up. Straight up helped them keep that ball on the West Delaware side.
Here's a front set. Brooks. Out of bounds. Too far. Down the far left corner in front of the Western Dubuque bench, and Coach Mather will take a timeout. 19-18, 1-point advantage in favor of the Hawks. We're back after this in KMCH Sports.
For all your landscaping projects, call Jason at Phillips Landscaping in Dyersville. He specializes in retaining walls, patios, fire pits, ponds, waterfalls, flower and rock gardens, and more. Call Phillips Landscaping at 563-599-6069 for your estimate. Best of luck to all area athletes.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time.
Hawks trying to get their 20th point. They're denied right there as Western Dubuque gets the 19 first. As a nice hit over the kill point there by Jessica Carty, the senior. We're tied at 19, and this one is a driving effort by Fritz. Couldn't get there in time. Ketchum was there. She went up to get away from it for Fritz to come up.
And that's why they had her service there, too, because Ketchum was coming up that side. And it looks like, to me, this girl was very good placement service.
This is Morgan Pitts, outstanding athlete, the junior. Another All-State member on that basketball state tournament team for the last 2 years for the Bobcats. This one hit backwards. Wegman hits it. Linus couldn't get there. Western Dubuque has the 2-point lead now, 21-19. As we are 4 points away for the Bobcats, taking this one another timeout for Coach Madley. He wants to settle the troops down to with a 2-point deficit. We're back after this. KMCH Sports.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Banking is all about relationships at F&M. We know that relationships take time to build and nurture. They are based on trust, commitment, and loyalty. Relationships don't happen overnight or by chance. They are key to reaching the financial goals of the individual client. Building relationships with our clients and community are essential. F&M Bank, the right choice. Member FDIC.
Replay. 21-19 is the Western Dubuque score. We had a play in, but a replay called. The official didn't like something.
The official thought he saw something on when Christian went up for the hit, but then when he thought of it, he didn't go his whistle. So when he thought about it, he said, yes.
This one served out of bounds. The Hawks get their 20th point, 21-20 here, the lead for Western Dubuque. Beckman will jump serve it over. Fine judge it, back row. Front back set, take it out, Martin, and Ketchum just not able to get there on a 2-point lead. 22-20. Hawks have the match lead here, 1-0. The first match, 25-21 in favor of the Hawks. It took exactly 20 minutes. We are right at 20 minutes here in this one. This one, bump set. Hitting it over is Collier. Up front, Moss. Here's a little left-handed tap by Carty. It pinballs around off the Brooks and then falls down before Collier can get there, and it's a 3-point lead, 23-20 for Western Dubuque. Back middle, sending it over. Now popped up, front set. Here's a little tap over by Wegman. Nice dig now. Linus rises up and pounds it over. Carty tries to answer back out of bounds. Right in front of the Hawks sideline. It's 23-21 as Hoffman comes back in. She joins Collier and Linus up front. Ketchum and Wegman, and the server is Jade Hooks, the junior. 23-21. Hit over, and Moss not able to get there in time. The ace off the serve. Much better in game number 2. Didn't have many aces at all by either team in game 1.
No aces in the first game. Both aces from this game is put.
Jade sends it over to Moss again. The pass to Pitt. There is Carty getting it over. Now Linus in the block. Back over right there. Right time, right place was Rosales. The junior. That's a 2-point lead for the Bobcats. They're 1 point away from evening this match up. 24-22. Sent over from a knee, and Linus pops it up. Put the hammer down. Bridget Hoffman, the senior leader, saying, let's get back into this one. 24-23. Aggressive play there by Hoffman, which we see when things are clicking for the Hawks. We saw that time and again last game.
On the floor, they take a breath and play.
This one's popped around. Western Dubuque trying to get over. They do. A side bump over. Wegman pumped it up front. Back set. Here's Hoffman again. Got it. Trying to go for the block. That time was Megan Moss, the senior. Went off her left hand and out of bounds, and we're tied up now, 24-24.
And the good thing about Briggs, too, is she doesn't hit right in the middle of the block. She's going to make them block, and she's going to go off the side of their hand.
This one wafted over by Kleitz. Here's a bump. Moss going for the kill. Nice big by push. Here's a bouncer off the net by Linus. Popped up. Now sent over by Wilgenbush. Bumped in the air, Kleitz. Front set. Catch him right to left. A little push over there by Linus. Bobcat able to defend it. Push back over by Carty. Little shiver by Ketchum. Moss is there to block it. Bump. Here's Wegman. Back row. Wilgenbush pops it up in the air. We're tied at 24 in game 2. Moss sinks that one to Piazza on the hard hit there. And the Hawks have the 1 point lead. 25-24.
And that was a very, very hard hit. Very strong hit by her, but it was about 3 feet long.
As here's Clyde just gets it over the net. Wilgenbush pops it up. Here's Hoffman bumping it. Now a front set. Linus hitting it backwards. The Hawks have won. A comeback for the Hawks, down by Zinni of 3 in the late stages of this match. But they come back and get the 2-0 lead now as they win this one 26-24. What an effort by the Hawks coming back. It shows you the grittiness of this team, not worrying about being down, and boy, they did battle back.
Exactly. They really did, and I think that you and I both said it. When Bridge stepped on that floor, she just looked at everybody and said, we're fine. Let's do this. And they did. They came back, and it's almost like everybody just took that big breath, and their bodies just rose up to the occasion here.
So the Hawks are 2-0 now, 26-24 here in game 2. This one took 23 minutes. We'll be back for game number 3. This is West Delaware Volleyball from JMCH School.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Georgian Auto in Manchester, their approach to auto repairs is simple. Fix it right and get you back on the road. From tires to transmissions, they fix it all. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is their complete focus.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes. Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Visit them on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
A great night out awaits you at Hartridge Golf Course. Join us for Taco Tuesday and our Thursday night specials featuring roasted chicken. Watch the Iowa games with 50-cent wings and drink specials at Hartridge, north of Manchester on 195th Street.
Dunlap Motors in Independence with Chevy Buick and certified pre-owned Chevy Buick GMC and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. They have big town inventory with small town service. Stop and say hi. That's Dunlap Motors in downtown Independence. And go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com. That's DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
Strength on its own can be impressive. When consistency is added, that's when it becomes real. Northwestern Mutual has been able to deliver real financial strength for over 150 years through every economic environment. Contact me, Mitch Payton or Matt Schulte today. Northwestern Mutual, insurance, investments, ideas.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is located at 105 East Butler Street in Manchester and at 1113 West 3rd Street in Benton. Your vision is our primary focus.
Delhi Lumber has products for every home and every budget. Delhi Lumber carries Midland doors, which are one of the best values around. You can see Midland doors today or call Delhi Lumber at 563-922-2404. For more information, your Midland overhead door dealer, Delhi Lumber, big town quality with small town service. Delhi Lumber, your authorized overhead Midland door dealer, has big town quality with small town service.
At Community Savings Bank, it's simple. Simply Free Checking comes with free debit cards, free online banking with bill pay, free mobile money, and free thank you gifts. Find out more about Simply Free Checking at one of our 7 locations or online at csbiowa.com. Community Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Jay's Auto Supercenter on the Greater East End of Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At Jay's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Hi, this is Jamie Vaskey at Don & Wald LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Wald LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Back inside Western Dubuque High School here in Epworth. Home of the Western Dubuque Bobcats. The Hawks leading this match now. 2 games to none. After claiming the first one 25-21 in 20 minutes. The second one in 23 minutes, 26-24. Lower levels tonight. Western Dubuque won all of them. 2-1 for the JV and the sophomores. The freshmen, they played, had a large number of freshmen, both sides do, and they played 6 games, so 4-2 total. Western Dubuque winning in the freshmen as well. The Hawks came back and edged out the second one here to take the 2-0 lead. What did you see that you liked? You had to like the hustle by Western Dubuque, but what great hustle and momentum to get that momentum back, the effort by the Hawks were late in game number 2.
And it's not like Western Dubuque back down because they still have that high intensity going, you know, but like I said, Bridge is that type of leader. She's not the leader that's going to come on the floor and make a lot of noise. She's going to show them by example, and she's a very quiet, she'll look you in the eye type of leader and just say, you know what, you're all right, let's go.
As the hunting thing tonight, we mentioned, we got clarification from Jamie Vaskey, our on-site producer tonight. He helped set us up, and they're called ghillie suits for hunting. Ghillie suits for hunting. They are not Sasquatches. I like the Sasquatches better.
I like the Sasquatches.
But they are hunting suits, as Eric Vaskey and Bennett Cole are representing those hunting suits tonight with the hunting team. As we're on our way, Wilderbush swings it over, and then a hit back over by Wegman to hard and out of bounds. Bobcats leading 1-0.
We're calling for a touch, but I don't think they wanted to give it to him.
Bergenbush with the serve over. It's bumped up. Here's Linus. Bumps up, pitch. Left side, now it's blocked back over. Here's a tap over by Lauren Collier, the sophomore.
Smart player.
A great job tonight, the sophomore. Was on the roster, but did not have a number by her name coming into the match tonight. She has earned keeping that number, at least for a while here. 1-1, we're tied. Bush spinning it over, and that's going to be too hard out the back end as Wildenbush eagle-eyes that one, gets out of the way, and it's a 2-1 lead for Western Dubuque. Now here is back middle serving Blair Bird, the junior. Match is just under an hour old as Hoffman sends that one up. Moss trying to block it. She does. We block on her side of the net, and it's Linus will serve it over. 2-2. We're tied up here.
You know, and that's Bridget's trademark, is that and her D, her back set. That's dangerous at both.
Well, hit in the air by Forth now. Birds will pop it over. Ketchum for the kill, but Moss right there from the side blocks it back on the Hawks court, and it's 3-2.
The nice thing about that is that if they start focusing on Ketchum, she's going to have other options. Bring the defense to her, she'll just set it out.
This one is short on into the net off the Rivera Lauren Freer, the senior. As back middle, Hoffman will serve it over. We're tied at 3 here early on in game number 3. As Freer puts that one up there, the Rivera, the chase was on. 4 jerseys coming at us here.
You know what? That's a lot of jerseys to chase that ball, though. You know that coach has them hustling all the time.
Western Dubuque in their gray uniforms here, the red numbers and the white trim and lettering around the letters. And here is a hit into the net by Moss, going left to right, trying to get the kill. Couldn't get there in time. Hawks in the traditional road jerseys with the black, the orange numbers, and the gray side panels. This one snuck it in. You betcha. Just able to get it in the corner right down in front of us. And the Hawks have this 3-point lead now, 6-3.
Booker and Christian Wegman have snuck them in that corner tonight, haven't they? It's a long one.
They have. Hawks up 2-0 here in this match. They beat Western Dubuque last year 3-0 in Manchester back on September 16th of 2014. Much improved Western Dubuque team.
Definitely.
Has brought a lot back. That one is tipped over, but into the net called?
Yeah, on
Moss or Deppy, number 11, the senior.
But a lot through their hair, I have to start knowing their faces.
A lot of experience back from a team that won a couple games in regionals. They finished 14-19, but you can't replace that varsity experience. It's a nice hammer hit by Brooks. Ringenbush can get there in time. Coach Sherman doesn't like the start of this one. She takes the timeout. Hawks lead by 5. 8-3. We're back after this from KMC Sports.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
Along with in-studio producer Paul Glazer on this Tuesday night, West Delaware and Western Dubuque. Battle of top 15 teams here in Epworth. The Hawks are number 1. They're leading 9-3 now. Here in game number 3, Bobcats number 15 in Class 4A. The Hawks have only lost 1 set all season. They are undefeated match-wise still at 17-0. 2-0 lead here tonight. Brooks pops this one back over now. Third tap over Redmond. Popping up his career. Now a front set. Left corner, slapped down by Moss, but a great job by Brooks. Popping it up in the air. Here's Wilgenbush. Front set to Moss from Pitts. Now Brooks. Here's Wegman with the runner. The one-handed toss over. Front set. Wegman with the slam down. This one hit in the air. Wilgenbush pops it up. Coming at us, and now bumping it over his Pitts. Pops around. Wegman will send it over, hit awkwardly. What an effort there by Birds.
That's a kill for Wegman.
Coming up from the middle as Pitts, the angle she had, couldn't get there in time. Birds was not able to get a good handle on it. 10-3, 7-point lead. To the middle of the floor, tip off the serve. Here is Jeffy sending it over. Wegman at the net. Pushing it over his pitch. She won the battle of hands right on top of the net.
She is tremendously strong, isn't she?
She is. Just a talented athlete. Getting looks, I guess, on the basketball floor, of course. Ahead of volleyball, all-state player and Morgan Pitts. Played since she was a freshman. This is a little tapper over by Wegman. She gets herself another kill point. The Hawks are leading by 7, 11-4. And Coach Mather and company breathing a little easier right now. 7-point lead.
They had a cushion in the first game, too. They need to stay focused.
In the second game, it was much tighter the whole way. Western Dubuque had a lead late in the game, so the Hawks came back and won by 2, 26-24. Front set. Here's a hammer over by Wegman. Up towards the net. A bump, and now this one's line drive. Planks pops up in the air. Set right to Brooks. A little tippity tap over the net. And Eddie Brooks gets a kill tonight. She's been quiet for the most part tonight, doing other things. Scoring-wise, I should clarify that. She's been quiet. But she's been defending, making some blocks, doing a good job. That time she gets herself a kill point. The Hawks have the 8-point lead.
She's working her way back into things, back up to her regular way of playing. She's working her way up.
There's Moss trying to get to that one. A hard line driver down the sideline. She hits it, but on the Bobcats half of the court. And the Hawks have a 9-point lead. Another timeout for Western Dubuque. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
Do you suffer from chronic or acute pain? Long-Term Medical Supply now offers pain relief for you with their non-prescription TENS device. Shop their convenient location in downtown Manchester and find pain relief in as little as 15 minutes with a TENS device from Long-Term Medical Supply.
Back into Western Dubuque High School. 13-4, Hawks lead by 9 here in game number 3. They lead the match 2-0. This one is hit in the back row. Birds. Now Wogenbush pops it over. Catch him. Bump. Back set. Collides to Wegman. Pounds it over. But Bobcats right there with a defend at the net. It comes down before the Chief. Get a hand on it for a block.
Collier changed direction on that ball, so number 10. Wogenbush just couldn't quite get to it.
This is a point for the Hawks. They lead by 10, 14-4. This one's hit to the middle. Moss is there. Passes it up front. Now Williams up the set from Pitts. Is hit awkwardly out of bounds behind the Hawks court. And it's 14-5 now. The 9-point lead. A sub comes back in as Carty checks back in for Boyer Birds, a junior.
You know, the one thing I've noticed down is the West Delaware intensity was up a notch when they walked out on this for this set.
This one is
Wegman again.
Hit and tipped out by Western Dubuque. 10-point lead for the Hawks again, 15-5. Wegman with another kill point. She'll get the serve now from the back middle. Jump serve by Wegman, the senior. Angles it over, popped up by Moss. Front set, left corner of that. Wogenbush sends it over. Here's Brooks, a half windmill. Another bump set, left corner. Sending it over, Brooks with the block there. Exactly what we talked about. A lot of good things, especially defensively tonight. The senior, one of the senior leaders, stepping up. And Andy Brooks gets a block there for the Hawks, 16-point, 16-5.
And you'll notice how her hands were over that net. That ball went straight down.
Back middle here is Wegman. Wegman now. Low line driver. Hit hard as well. Carty.
Nice cover.
Slaps it over. Now the Hawks now trying to answer. Bumping it back row to Moss. Back set. Carty with the push to the back row. Popping it up in the air is Wegman. Right to left. A slam down by Linus. Got the point. As two Bobcats hit the deck. Neither one of them could come up with a clean hit as they hit it awkwardly behind their bench. And it's 17-5. The Hawks are 8 points away from closing out the match. As they're up 2-0 here. Trying to stay undefeated in match-wise here tonight. They're 36-7-1 now in sets. Western Dubuque in sets is 18-9 on the season. This one's popped around on the Bobcat side. At the net, hitting it up now. Push over, foot. Pitts trying to put it in the back row. Wegman, nice save. Linus hits it over. Another carry for Haley. Freer not able to get a clean handle on that one. It's 18-5 now. Hawks with a 13-point lead.
Wegman made a great defensive play of running through that ball and popping it up for somebody else to play it. Good nice job.
As here serving right to left. Wegman. Wogenbush, back set, Pitts, Carty, left-handed kill shot over, but Ketchum was there. Now hitting it back over is Collier. They'll push at the net. Brooks, Ketchum saying, get out of my way, sophomore, and she pushes it over the net. And here is a short on by Carty.
You know, she pretty much did. She pushed her out of the way like, I got it.
Hello, I'm coming.
Get out of my way.
19-5 the lead. The Hawks, you said it, the intensity, and they're just playing smooth now. Much better, I'm sure. Coach Maverick will agree than the game number 2, and kind of wearing the Bobcats down here.
And we have 3 aces already. You can tell that look at the aggressiveness in the serves right now. There's like 1 foot on the net here.
Morgan Bush sends it over. Pops up, Winkman. Here's a back stick. Cartier adjusts herself, trying to get inside the stick, and she does not. It hit the antenna before it hit a West Delaware hand, and it's 20-5. Hawks are 5 points away.
Caitlin Rest comes in the game, replacing Collier.
Rest, one of the 8 seniors on the squad. Moss pops it up front. Front set, right to left. Morgan Bush a little tap, back corner. Nice job by Ketchum, and now Kleitz to pop it up. It was Kleitz popping over his Linus. Now Western Dubuque sends it back over. Linus skims over the fingertips at the net. Diving for that one, Pitts not getting it in time. It's 21-5. Hawks commanding lead. They're 4 points away from picking up their 18th match win of the season.
We're kind of matching up the hills a little bit more in this set, too.
This one is short arm.
Linus says, I'll help you over.
Yeah, didn't get to the net. Linus says, see if I can get away with this one. She doinks it over the net.
You got Steve Walls up there. He's not going to let you get by with it.
I would hope no official would miss that one. 21-6. Steve Walls, veteran official. There's a lot of college ball, D3 level, NAIA. Worked the Iowa Hawkeye non-conference match with Milwaukee, Wisconsin last Friday. First one of those he's done in a while. He has done some Division I non-conference with the Hawkeyes over the last few years. He's becoming one of the better officials around the area, and colleges are starting to take notice. And he's a classy guy from Holy Cross. He is as well. This one sent over. It's pinballed around and dropped down. And that is going to be a point for the Hawks. And there is Ref getting the kill.
Yeah. That was a nice rush off the block. He had 2 people up there, and she just rushed her out their hands.
22-6. 3 points away of the Hawks. Rogenbush pops it up front. Back set. Here's Cartier going for the slam down. She got it. Rickman, a diving effort on her knees, cannot get there in time, and it's 22-7 now as Rogenbush will go back to serve back middle. There is a set to Linus. It's blocked hard, but out of bounds off the left hand of Cartier. The Hawks now are 2 points away, leading 23-7. Trying to take this match sweep style 3-0. Number 1 was Delaware, and number 15 Western Dubuque here tonight.
And this is what you get when you've got the Hawks firing on all of their cylinders.
Front set, Moss for the hard kill. It's blocked now, floated down for Kleitz. Hard effort by Hoffman trying to get the kill. Moss comes up with the block that time. It's 23-8. Cartier will take a breather, and coming in for the Bobcats is Blair Burns, the junior.
You know, and Moss puts up a huge block. She's like forearm above the
net. Another talented basketball player for Coach Oswinkle and the Lady Bobcats. 2 years in a row, they're Class 4 runner-ups in state basketball as Moss and just one of the back row able to sneak it in. Hawks not able to get there in time. It's 23-9 now. Serving back middle is Birds. The junior locks it over. Is it too far? It is out of bounds. And the Hawks get their 24-point likely. And they look for one more here to close out the match. 24-9. Popping up is Bird. Bird. Moss, a little tap over.
Cover.
Now Ketchum, sneak it in though. Out of bounds on the far sideline in front of the Western Dubuque bench.
It's open for a touch, but he wasn't going to call that.
It's 24-10, 14-point lead now. Back middle, Lavelle Trier taps it over, Fritz. Front set, Wegman trying to end it. Trier there for the cover. Fake set. Gets with it over. Now this one's hit around, but got over the net. Nice shot by Fritz.
Nice effort.
Front set. Wegman, just a little punch over. Front set. Here is Deppy. Driving effort by Kleitz. Good little volley going on here. This one sent over by the Hawks. Front set across the net. Moss will get the point in the back row. Valiant effort from Fritz going left to right. Diving and getting her hand down there, but hit it to the right and out of bounds. It's 24-11.
and looking at the two very long rallies that both teams had all night. There were 4 of them in all. Both of them are even, 2-2.
As the Hawks front set, Wegman is off the fingertips of the block up front. Pitch. Moss has to adjust herself, gets it over. Front set with a hammer. Hoffman got it. The block ends up on Western Dubuque side, and there it is. 25-11. The Hawks get the win here tonight. A straight sweep, 3-0, as the Hawks improve their record to 18 and overall match-wise. Their set record at 38-1. Western Dubuque jumps to 6-4 in matches and 18-10 in sets. As we will take a break here, come back, start our post-game. The Hawks get the 3-0 win here tonight and improve their WAMAC East Division record to 2-0. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Whatever your favorite sport, we know you will join Parrott Insurance and Grinnell Mutual in supporting all of our local athletes. Parrott Insurance is proud to be part of this community and looks forward to catching all of the sports action this year. If you want a strong insurance team working for you, call Parrott Insurance today for a quote from Grinnell Mutual and experience our policy of working together.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Your family.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team, the Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Are you looking for great food in a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
This is Jamie Baskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
At Tauke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as a great incentive at TaukeMotors.com. If you're looking for a new, pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Tauke Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Points.
GMB Bank in Manchester is proud to support all area athletes and their communities. The GMB team is your connection to convenient banking and everyday time savers, like your debit card, online banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. Connect with a financial partner who truly understands your needs. GMB Bank, member FDIC.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
When the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Hi, this is Shannon, owner of Sheer Hecke Salon and Spa in Manchester, located at 214 West Marion Street. Book your appointment now to get that full spa experience. Call 563-608-4999. Best of luck to all you athletes.
For all your landscaping projects, call Jason at Phillips Landscaping in Dyersville. He specializes in retaining walls, patios, fire pits, ponds, waterfalls, flower and rock gardens, and more. Call Phillips Landscaping at 563-599-6069 for your estimate. Best of luck to all area athletes.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time.
And welcome back in courtside, Western Dubuque High School Gymnasium here in Epworth. And the noise has dispersed with the crowds exiting after the Hawks get the 3-0 win here tonight, improving their overall record to 18-0, the number one team in Class 4A. They improved their set record here tonight to 39-1. Check that, 38-1 as Western Dubuque at 18-10 set-wise, and they're 6-4 tonight after the Hawks get the 3-0 win. Joined now by the fine head coach of the West Delaware Hawks, Brett Mather, and came out and played a great aggressive volleyball in that first game against Western Dubuque, a team you knew coming in would be much improved. They had some good late tournament regional experience last year, team coming 14-9, 6 seniors back who went through that experience last year, and you knew Coach Sherman and company would come out and be ready for you early on.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. They've got a nice squad. They've got several weapons on that team there. Fortunately for us, game one, their weapons were misfiring more than they were firing there. But I told the girls that, game two, be prepared because those weapons are going to come to life. And sure enough, they did. They started getting some big-time kills for them. In that time, the second game, I didn't think we responded real well. But that game two, I think those show character. Those show, hey, we got this situation, we're okay, and just maintain your composure and give ourselves a chance to win game two. And I thought we did a great job of that, the composure part. Particularly at the end of game two there.
Yes, indeed. Something you haven't had to do a whole lot early on in this season is coming from behind. But we talked about it, and you just mentioned it, staying composed and hey. We know what to do here. Battle back, take care of the little things here. Usually when you get down, it's some of the little things going against you. The other team taking that momentum. You know how to take it back. So stay composed and just get that momentum back. Easier said than done sometimes.
Absolutely. Their game record at 18-10. You said they played some better competition than we have. I think thus far we played some nice teams, but overall I think they played a tougher schedule thus far. And, so they've been in more of those situations than we have at this point. We've only been in through, I think, 3 games that were real tight down the stretch there, and we were fortunate to come out on top in all 3 games there. But, so early on this season, you have faith in your girls. They've been there before, but we haven't been there before many times this season. So those are good for their character builders. I told the girls that it's good to come out on top of those. It's good to, play with the composure. You're not always going to get those games. But I said, blowing somebody out is always kind of a nice thing, too. But, those other ones, those games, too, you learn a lot from, no doubt.
Yes, indeed. As then game 3, Joan mentioned the word, and she was dead on, the intensity. You just could tell that the girls came out a little more fired up. I'm sure it had something to do with what you said to them or yelled at them maybe a little bit in the locker room. But just came back and say, hey, let's play better. Let's play consistent volleyball this one and not get ourselves down. And probably, I'm sure, just coming out and playing better in game 3.
Well, I give a lot of credit to our girls on that. I went out there and pretty much the only thing I talked about was, the fact that we did maintain our composure so well. We reacted the way we needed to. We made a few minor adjustments there, but, overall, not a ton of things there. I give a lot of credit to our girls for the fact they know they gave up some easy ones there in game 2, and Western Dubuque almost took advantage of that. But we were just, I think, fortunate to come out of game 2 where we did.
And what I like about this team, there's a lot of pieces to the puzzle here. There's no real stars. Kristen leads the way with kills, but there's girls right on her heels there, and everybody contributes. And when Addie Brooks tonight, we talked about her, the senior. When she wasn't contributing offensively, she was doing it defensively, had a few nice blocks, and just her tall presence there in the middle does wonders.
I thought she had the best match she's had all season. I was extremely proud of her. I don't know if you noticed in game 3 there, she took a hard one from Moss off the shoulder there and continued to play right through it. I could see it in her face. She took a big old stinger off that shoulder, but I thought she had the best match she's had thus far, and she's going to continue to grow on that. I'm sure it'll be a little bit sore tomorrow, but we've got 3 days to rest a little bit and get her back, and then Saturday go at it again. But I was extremely proud with how she played out there tonight.
Absolutely. The atmosphere here tonight was intense, almost a playoff atmosphere with big crowds. The extra media attention here tonight, and your team got a little taste of how the later season matches are gonna be. And for these younger kids, that's good experience this earlier in the year.
Oh, absolutely. To get 9-2 to come here and televise this. Hopefully a lot of people that were at home. Hopefully they maybe turned off the volume.
Yeah,
betcha.
Give them a little idea on that.
I know a lot of Hawkeye, they love anyway, but it was nice to get the exposure we got here today, and but KMCH is the one that's with us day in, day out, and we certainly appreciate what you guys do for us.
Absolutely. As one of those younger players, they got some great experience tonight. Lauren Collier, the sophomore, would she step up and play well for a girl coming in tonight when the roster not having an official number? Boy, number 10 settled in nicely.
Yeah, when I handed in my lineup to him, I put number 10 in front of her there, but apparently they didn't get the message there. But who was she tonight?
She was, for the first couple of hits, she was actually
okay, all right.
Joan caught it and corrected me. I also got a text from the bleachers correcting me on that one. So,
perfect.
Of course, it helps to have people that know their faces a little more than I do.
Yeah, that's my mistake. We'll certainly get taken care of. We've got 17 girls, and we're rotating a few uniforms there. But, Lauren's going to be one of those that's got a permanent uniform, and she's going to make sure we don't have that problem in the future there. But, yeah, she did a nice job tonight. She had several big blocks, some great swings, but I thought defensively she came off the block and the offside coverage tip, and I thought she did a great job of that. She's, a very athletic girl, and we think she's doing a great job for us there.
Well, you go back and practice now for a few days and get ready for your 4th Invitational of the season. It's your home invite, as always, the annual Hawk Invitational in Manchester on Saturday, starting at 9 a.m. Talk about the flavor of teams that will come to Cedar Gymnasium Saturday morning.
Well, there's a lot of local teams there. You've got your Easter Cannon, your Starmont, your Maquoketa Valley, your Edco, your Oline, South Tama, and Independence. I don't know if I already said them, but there's a few nice teams in there, and the area is there. Hopefully we get a lot of people in that gym there, and you get to watch maybe somebody from a different school there, and so hopefully fans come out and watch that. We haven't been at home yet this year,
right.
So, this will be our first time at home, and then we turn around and get a home match on Tuesday again.
It was an odd schedule. I can't remember this being like this, where you haven't been at home. You don't get home until almost the end of September here.
Yeah, it's a little different. It goes in cycles. You get some early on, but it's just the way it goes. I don't mind a road game here and there, and I just don't like them all the time.
I agree. As Anamosa, the opponent on Tuesday, we will be there for that. Have all the action inside Cedar Gymnasium for night number 1 inside Cedar for this year's team. At 18-0, congrats on the good start, the good win here tonight. We'll see you next week. Good luck on Saturday.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Wish. We appreciate what you do.
Absolutely. Brett Mather, the head coach of the West Delaware Hawks, his team gets a victory here tonight. 3-0, the sweep over the Bobcats of Western Dubuque. As we'll close out the broadcast here tonight, the Hawks 18-0 now on the season, number 1 team in Class 4A, as they are 38-1 set-wise. Head coach Brett Mather in his 20th year gets his 641st victory here tonight, 671 overall, as the Hawks take down the Bobcats 3-0. Total match time of 1 hour and 11 minutes as the Hawks won Game 1, 25-21 in 20 minutes, 26-24 in Game 2 in 23 minutes, and Game 3, 25-11. And that Game 3 was in 17 minutes. As the Hawks get the win tonight, 3-0, Bobcats fall to 6-4, 18-10 in sets. Good luck to Coach Megan Sherman and a company in her second year at the helm for the Bobcats. They've got a talented team. We talked about improved, an experienced team. Those 6 seniors, the best of luck to them as they continue on their 2015 campaign. We'll have the Hawks again Tuesday night around 7:30. We'll take the air. John Salo and I will greet you from Cedar Gymnasium as the Hawks take on the Lady Raiders of Anamosa. The Hawks improved their Aramaic East Division record tonight to 2-0, sending Western Dubuque to 2-1 now after wins over Beckman and Anamosa. Bobcats 2-1 in Wamak East Division play as they are 0-1 at home. The Hawks are now 2-0 on the road in Wamak contest. That'll do it tonight. Thanks to my partner, Joan Salo, for her great insight here tonight. As thanks to Jamie Vasky for his help tonight setting up as well. And for in-studio producer, Paul Glazer, thanks for all his efforts running controls back on East Main Street in Manchester. Thanks to all 42 of our high school sports boosters bringing high school sports coverage here from KMCH. Want to remind you the rest of the week's schedule here from KMCH Sports. Tomorrow night, we'll have Hawk Talk with Gary Dolphin and head coach Kirk France. The 2-0 Iowa Hawkeyes get ready for Pittsburgh on Saturday night. Hawk Talk in its new time this season at 6:30 tomorrow night, live from Carlos O'Kelly's in Iowa City as Dolph and will greet you right at 6:30 tomorrow night as Hawk Talk, 6:30 to 8 o'clock. Friday night, football Friday night, starts at 7 o'clock with yours truly. I will have the pregame show as always. We'll hear from head coach Doug Winkowicz of the Hawks, and we'll also hear from Jamie Vasky, the fine play-by-play man of West Delaware football here on the KMCH, as the Hawks taking the road to Vinton in Week 4 action as they take on Vinton Shellsburg. And our area online and playback game of the week, Dan McClain and I will take the trip up to Waukon as the Beckman Blazers will meet Waukon in a top 10 matchup there. The Blazers and the Indians. Blazers at 2-1 and Waukon at 3-0 on Friday night. That will be the area online and playback game of the week. Playback after the West Delaware game, of course, on Friday night. Saturday morning, it's Coach's Corner with Kevin Schuckman, and then we wait until 5 o'clock, pregame show of Iowa Hawkeye football. The Hawks take on the Pitt Panthers on Saturday night inside Kinnick Stadium at kickoff time of 7 o'clock. That does it tonight. John Swisher saying, once again, the final. The West Delaware Hawks stay unbeaten at 18-0, the number 1 team in 4A, as they take down the number 15 Western Dubuque Bobcats. 3-0 tonight. Match time lasted 1 hour and 11 minutes. Have yourselves a good and safe rest of your Tuesday night. So long, everybody, from Epworth, Iowa.
The KCRG TV9 First Alert forecast includes mostly clear skies tonight. We'll bottom out near 62. Mostly sunny and warm tomorrow, a high of 85. Partly cloudy tomorrow night, back to 67. Winds south 7 to 14 tonight. South at 15 to 25 with gusts higher tomorrow. Isolated